and put it up on all the socials, Mustard.
Okay. Well, you're not gonna do a music intro first?
No, like we're doing a free form since we have a guest. Like,
Okay.
so we're just gonna fuck around with it.
Sounds
Feel
good,
free
man.
to feel free to cuss, Mike. Like, it's
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We are not censored in
Okay.
any way.
Not looking for monetization at all either. So like, yeah, doesn't matter.
Nah.
Let's see here. I'm gonna turn off the cam because I don't think people want to see my forehead the whole time. Yeah, I'll be back.
Bye.
No, I'm still here. I'm talking. I just have to do the socials on the phone and like, yeah. Okay.
So I'm trying to
just tweet this out really
last
quick.
of it up. Here we go. And we're set. Hopefully, what the? There we go. All right, our stream is healthy. Mustard is trying to hide his forehead, and Mike is here. So really, you didn't like Dark Fate. What about Dark Fate didn't you like? I have to hear this.
I felt at that stage, sort of the Terminator story had been played out, and the whole thing felt like a money grab to me, and I couldn't get into the story. Like, it was essentially the retelling of the same story over and over again by that time.
Right.
And it felt tired to me. And I had no problems with any of the special effects or the acting or anything like that. It was the same thing. And there was nothing fresh about it anymore. So I think that by the time Terminator 3 was done, they should have left the series alone. And I mean, Terminator Genesis was kind of an odd addition to the whole storyline. And then Terminator Dark Fate was it felt like they were beating a dead horse at that stage. And I couldn't get behind it.
I mean, well, okay, so like for me, I liked Dark Fate because Sarah Connor has always been the only one in the proposed history of Terminator that has actually ever done damage to either Cyberdyne or the Terminators themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So these other movies, where they're trying to like, oh, well, it's John this time. Oh, well, no, it's not John. It's this other person this time. Oh, well, and it's like, okay, well, cap off the series. Let Sarah be the one that shuts it down.
Right.
Or you know what I mean? Like, let Sarah be the end game to it all.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked Dark Fate because one, it did actually follow up on everything we learned about the Terminators in the first two movies, which is that they are a learning program. They are an evolving AI.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we saw that in Dark Fate, we were like, what the fuck? Why is he living a normal life? Why is he, and then like the idea of well, what the fuck does a Terminator do when it completes its mission?
Yeah.
So I kind of love the idea that it was, we're seeing the end game here, and that Cyberdyne is a stone in the river, and there's always going to be a robot apocalypse. It doesn't matter if it's Cyberdyne or Legion or what was the other one that tried to pitch?
God. I don't know. I saw the movie shortly after it came out, and then I've sort of forgotten about it since then.
But I liked Genesis. To me, was such a waste because it's like, oh well, now John Connor's the bad guy.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah, it was a complete departure from the story that we knew. I mean, there was a part of me that always hoped that they would make a movie about the war in the future that just focused on the war in the future and how they finally brought Cyberdyne down. But that would have required an enormous budget, and I don't think they would have ever gotten it greenlit.
I mean, it depends on how you do it. So you have Terminator Salvation that shows a lot of the future, and what I liked Salvation. Is one of my favorites. It shows a lot of the future and what can be done with the ideas of some practical props, a lot of CG, but more so drive it by a story.
Okay.
Yeah, but with that one, they really jumped the shark hard by having the whole human heart in a Terminator with the AI memory, and it was so stupid that it was hard for me to stay in that story because everything became more and more ridiculous as the movie went on, and it just. Like every Terminator after Terminator 3 was pretty much a money grab, and I just felt like it should have ended with Terminator 3.
I think I'll just go to Salvation. After Salvation, I would have been cool with it ending there
Yeah.
because like
Mhm.
seeing some parts of the future, seeing some way that the machines think, you know what I mean? Like the way that it kind of tricked everybody to be like, oh yes, we're vulnerable to this frequency. Oh no.
Yeah.
What a shame if somebody were to use it against us. And
Right.
you know, like I kind of liked it. I kind of liked the intelligence, the
I
war.
just don't understand why why Skynet just didn't disperse enormous amounts of biological weapons onto the planet and just get rid of the resistance that way. Just be done with them.
Well, I mean, there's books that have come out, you know what I mean, that are
Oh, yeah.
not canon that they did do that, and then they actually talked in the first Terminator, like in some of the deleted scenes about sickness, and how sickness ravaged the human population and helped dwindle it. So I'm like, it's I know it's weird, but there's also like
Sounds familiar.
really selective editing, you know what I mean, going on. We got Lofus in the chat. Hi, baby. We got Grave Robber says, finally, I hate that mustard bottle.
I'm here.
Yeah, he's
Hello.
here. But I mean, like Mustard just got through watching all the Terminators, didn't you? Like a while ago?
Yeah,
Or
I'd
what-
say like either last year or earlier this year. Like,
I think it was earlier this year.
not sure. Yeah, but they were just all so stupid in my opinion. Like but they were cool to watch. They were great to watch. Like the acting and like the cult behind it, like the cult following behind it, and all of that cool stuff. Like I can see why it's very popular and why it made it so far and why people love it so much. But like like you said, the plot is really dumb. You don't watch it for the plot. You watch it to see a robot kill stuff.
I suppose. Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. Well, time traveling is never a solid plot
No,
in anything. In
no.
anything.
Unless it's H.G. Wells' Time Machine.
Oh man, but that's I don't call that time travel. I call that time trip.
That's like insanity in a book.
No, the book is well. I mean, the book was written how many years ago? Before any of those concepts were really understood at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like how it's done.
Yes.
How the time travel is done. It's mostly one way.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice, and it's not the back and forth, and it's always, well, except for one instance, it's always into the future. He's always traveling forward in time, never going backwards in time, giving the opportunity to screw up the future more than he already does. So
Right. Yeah, I guess when it's done in like going one way, it's
one direction. Yeah.
It's passable. Yeah.
yeah,
Because like that's what made that book and the remake of the movie with what's his name, Orlando, in it. The remake of the movie, you know, that's kind of what made it so frightening.
oh
It's
yeah,
like,
that was Guy Pearce. Yeah, in
Guy
that.
Pearce, thank you. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, just going forward and just seeing how bad we just fuck everything up. Like
Huh.
to me, that's more of a
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Than like, oh, I gotta go to the future. Wait, I fucked up. I gotta go back to the past. Oh, wait, I fucked up again. No, wait, I gotta go back to the present, which is now. Wait, like I don't like, but like seeing that one timeline, it's like that to me is way more frightening than the
Yeah.
idea of like the butterfly effect or anything else like that.
Well, and it's always when dealing with time travel, theoretically, it's always one possibility, you know, of a future. So if you ascribe to dimensionality, there's infinite numbers of ways that the world that could play out. So that's just one possibility.
I mean,
Yeah,
we know that altering the past doesn't alter the future. It just, right?
Well, I guess it depends on how you look at it.
I mean, like when you're talking about like physics and you're talking about like continuity of things, whatever you alter is going to become a branch timeline.
Yeah,
therefore
exactly. That
branch timeline will become your new reality. Versus
Well, then
the
the
other
TV,
time.
Yes.
well, if that happens, though, the TVA will come and
there you
erase
go.
the
Yeah.
timeline.
Yeah, because like, and if we're doing that route, then I guess we can't use the Back to the Future or Hot Tub Time Machine thing where we can't talk to our past selves or whatever.
Well, I'd like to congratulate us on going from Terminator to H.G. Wells to now Marvel, we've managed to cover 3 pretty good properties pretty quickly.
Oh, dude, this is just the beginning.
Oh yeah, we are huge. There's a reason I started following this man on TikTok, and I think the first TikTok I saw of him, I forgot what prop you had.
Welcome to
But
the
you-
chat, guys. By the way,
Yeah,
and
let's see.
Mr. Lemon.
Miss Faith is here. Thank you for coming, and we got the Lemon here. Thanks, Lemon. This is props to Hipstry, Mike. He's an awesome creator on TikTok, and he has a fucking Terminator behind him. How you turn your back on the shit in your shop? Like it blows my mind because
It's not real, so I'm not worried.
Just be working.
Yeah, I'm not, I know that thing is made out of plastic and metal, and it's got a rod in its ass holding it upright that it can't move under its own power. So I'm not
Hell
totally
yeah.
worried about it.
Hell yeah.
Much
the
like
rod in the ass is the real like
much like to my left is a 6-foot painting of Vigo the Carpathian.
I
But
can't do that one.
I also have the captain's chair from Star Trek and Pee-wee's bike within arm's reach. So it's all stuff. It's all just props.
I
I mean,
know.
I see them for what they are as far as film is. But a lot of people, they associate the story with them. And it's like occasionally I have a weeping angel from Doctor Who in here.
no.
And
Yeah, that's another one. That's another
That's
one.
where I
you
draw
can
the
do.
line.
That's
yeah,
another
and
one
it
you can do.
terrifies a lot of people. But to me, it's just a costume. I mean, these things are just things. They have a story attached to them, and they invoke
You know what, dude?
that emotion.
I'm not sober enough in my life to be living with that kind of shit. Like I just couldn't walk past that casually.
Yeah, most of the medicates.
This is what I walk into at work every day.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand they're all props. I mean, I got 2 Lucille. I got a Lucille from The Walking Dead right behind. I'll grab that in a minute. I got Mjolnir behind me up here. I got splicer masks.
Yeah, we
you know what I mean?
We get it.
I fall in love with props more than I do characters from films. So, yeah, I understand they're just props, but it's just I have like severe ADHD, and I'm also a writer.
Mhm.
So you know what I mean? That's the kind of shit that gets turned into a horror movie. Oh, a guy worked in a prop shop, walks in one day, Terminator belts him through a wall.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's so like it's. I know it's not real.
That reality lives in your head already, and you're just there. You're there
Yeah.
mentally.
Fucking like one in infinite chances that could actually happen. But like my luck, I'm the one.
With your luck.
With my
Well,
luck, I'm the one.
if that happens here, I'm double fucked because I have the Terminator, Vigo, Weeping Angel, the Witch King of Angmar, the Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon,
Now you're all kinds of fucked.
the Zuni doll from Trilogy of Terror.
Wow.
I have all of the worst things possible. I'm in terrible danger in that reality.
So I mean, dude, like just walk in every day with a gun. Just
what makes you think I don't? I live in southern Indiana.
Oh, true.
I'm in Indiana as well. That's why I find
Yeah,
dolls and
true.
stuff terrible. Miss Faith says a rod in his ass. That's hot.
Yep.
The Lemon says that's cool. Yeah, but I'd be terrified to live with it. Yeah. So like, Grave Robber here in our chat, one of my best friends in the world, and he was like, he came up with this brilliant idea that I have a severe fear of xenomorphs
Mhm.
because the more scientific something is, the more it freaks me out. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, Freddy Krueger, not very scientific, not very scared of him. Michael Myers, not very scientific. I'm not scared of him. I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm meaner, and I can think of more ways to dismember people. But xenomorphs, I got into as a kid, and it just stuck in my fucking head. So every time, like I can't even play the game Alien Isolation because I'm just like, I don't.
Well, in fairness, Alien Isolation is all about environment and the feeling of it, and it's quite a terrifying game. It's really well made.
Yeah.
What might upset you more about the xenomorph is that the first xenomorph, the
Big
costume.
Chap.
What's that?
Big Chap.
Yeah, the costume itself was actually made with a real human skull.
I know.
Ooh.
It was made with a real human skull and various parts of horse meat.
Mhm.
So.
Ooh, that's cool. That's kind of cool.
H.R. Giger was a very different artist. So he came up with all kinds of things. And of course, it's all based on the shapes are all based on essentially penises and vaginas because that was his art. That was his art basis. It was
That's cool.
quite ahead of its time, truth be told, for 1979.
Well, I mean, like let's also not forget that up until 1979, we had a very select list of horror things, and the farthest conceptual thing we got in around that time when it comes to horror was A Space Odyssey 2001, and that is the idea of a rogue AI.
Hold on, wait. Before we talk about the rogue AI, are you telling me that xenomorphs are just huge dicks?
Pretty much, yeah.
Their design takes heavily from that. Yeah, if you look at H.R. Giger's art, it gives it away.
Yeah, we knew that already.
But
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, he said truth be told. So when you look at like 1979, that landmark, the most scary thing we had was a rogue AI.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we have like this completely scientifically from literal inception to everything else, life cycle of a xenomorph. And that was just fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it was very new for the 70s. I mean, no one had really done a horror film like that, and no one had really done special effects that way either. So the environment that was created, and then all of the costuming, the suits, etc., the effects that were done, everything was way ahead of what people were used to then. And then it spawned this wonderful generation into the early 80s of all these really high-end special effects driven horror films, especially sci-fi horror, which to me really culminated with 1982's The Thing, which was all about environment.
I literally just watched that last week. Literally,
This exceedingly suspenseful film. It was all about, of course, paranoia and suspense and whatnot, and it was so wonderfully done that it scared the hell out of people, which is what you go to see a horror film for.
Still does, dude.
No,
like,
it
holds up. I love straight up. Yeah,
I love that movie, and even to this day, the practical effects in it, they still hold up to this day. So, I mean, you can see the wires sometimes, and you can see the servos and stuff, but it doesn't matter. The effect still works.
Oh yeah.
In fact, one of the special effects for that, where the guy's head tears off and turns into a spider.
Yeah.
He's burning him. Yeah.
Yeah, that scene actually caused an explosion on set.
And toxic fumes.
Yeah, well, it was the toxic fumes that detonated.
Oh, really? Is that what happened?
Yeah, because all the junk inside the neck as the head tore away was a mixture of like bubble gum and molten plastic. And when they had a bar from a gas furnace just outside a camera shot to give the effect of flames, because they were torching it at the time, so they had to maintain that continuity. And the fumes from the molten plastic and everything else that was involved in that caught fire, and it just blew up the whole effect. 16 hours to set up that effect, all gone in an instant, and then they had to reset everything.
Damn. Like I knew about the trend. I knew about like the explosion and the melting and the toxin. I didn't know it was a chain reaction. Holy shit.
That's crazy.
It happens.
Wow.
Well, let's go ahead and now that we have some people in, and let's go ahead and start the show then. Give me a sec here.
We haven't even started the damn show. God damn it.
No, we haven't. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of ET Network. I'm your host, Deadman. With me, as always, my brother Mustard. Today, we have Mike from Props to History, one of the baddest creators on TikTok. And today's episode is brought to you by The Stuff. Delicious and nutritious. Get yours at your local grocer today. Use code Parasite for 20% off.
You've been cutting in and out the whole time, so we didn't get that.
No,
your audio's being kind of funny.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mike, can you read me?
Yeah, I can pick you up pretty clearly. You were dropping out a little bit during your introduction there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get out and come back in, and I'll do the whole thing.
Oh God, damn it!
And then there was.
All right, so did that fix it?
You're good. Yeah.
Yeah, you seem fine now.
All right, so let's try that again. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of ET Network. I'm your host, Deadman. With me, as always, my brother Mustard, and we are joined with by Mike from Props to History, one of the baddest creators on TikTok. And this episode is brought to you by The Stuff. Delicious and nutritious. Get yours at your local grocer today. Use code Parasitic for 20% off.
I actually have one of the containers of The Stuff right over there in my display case.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's another thing to be afraid of.
Ah,
So we have been here for about 20 minutes with Mike from Props to History. I don't know how much time he has, and I don't want to eat up too much of his day. We've been talking a lot about movies, and that's honestly what I invited him on, because we, like, Mustard and I are huge movie nerds. I've worked in film. Mustard has starred in pornography, so you know, it's one of those things where I wanted to just bring you in and just have you nerd out with us for a little while. So
fair enough.
I guess for the official show, for the official start of the show, let's just talk about the obvious. You do have a fucking Terminator behind you. We talked about it in the pre-show. It still terrifies the shit out of me.
Well, this is actually a Terminator endoskeleton from Terminator Genesis. This one is actually cast from one of the originals made for production, and a friend of mine from Parker's Prop Shop, he brought it over here to see about casting it to make molds to make new ones.
Wow.
Simply because they are quite rare. And that is what I do, is I make molds and do prop replicas on occasion, and I've always wanted a Terminator, so I went ahead and jumped at the chance, because why not? So
Nice.
and he works well in the shop. I think he sort of ties the room together. Standing here next to Vigo. So
Yeah.
I have a 6 foot tall Vigo painting right next to me. So
I think between the Terminator and Vigo the Carpathian, I would probably end up putting at least 2 bullets into my workshop if I only have, if I woke up and I'm like 6
Every
in the
day.
morning every day, you know what I mean? I'm like, don't walk in with my fucking Starbucks half awake, like, oh god, fuck. Damn it.
well,
Every fucking day.
I've actually startled myself walking into my shop early in the morning, because I usually get started here about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Goddamn.
And
Goddamn.
I have mannequins everywhere, and I blearily walked into my lobby, which is where I keep everything. And there's the Witch King of Angmar from Lord of the Rings, and it's just this giant, tall, black garbed, horrifying thing. And it made me jump, and I almost spilled my coffee. I then yelled at the mannequin, because that's what you do.
Yeah.
Right.
And I realized my mistake and went about my day.
I mean, like, I
What
can't
the fuck
do
are
it.
you doing there, man? Damn.
I said there were some choice words spoken. I won't lie.
Oh, like I said, feel free to cuss on our show. We don't give a fuck. Like, it's just anything Mike says or Props to History is said here does not reflect his own personal opinions or that of his shop. This is Mike hanging out with a couple of friends, being nerds. So in case anybody wants to try to comfort him, you comfort me first. I'm the one who talked him into this. So
That's the fucking idea. That's
that's
hilarious.
what I mean, though. So like I was saying earlier, like Hengel, Grave Robber, said that one day he wanted to dress up as a Xeno and try to scare me. And I said, you realize I carry a gun. Fill in the blank.
Don't do that.
See, if someone did that to me, if someone decided to jump scare me dressed as a xenomorph, my first reaction would probably be to be startled, because I don't like being jump scared. But then I would immediately start to look at the costume and how it was built and how accurate it is, and really nerd out over the fact that somebody's dressed as a xenomorph in public. Then I'd wonder why the hell they were in my house, and then I'd probably start to be worried. But I would go the nerd route first. How was this made? Well done. Good job. Details are great. Oh shit! Why are you in my house? And then,
wait, what? Wait.
See, for me, that would be almost anything else. Like almost anything, like a Terminator. Like I could walk in and there's a Terminator, and it turns toward me and be like, "Oh, sick!
right.
That's cool. Where are the servos?" Is it a drill or is it a servo hybrid? I want to know. No, Xenos. That's my first instinct. Somebody jumps out of Xeno, it's getting lit. Game over. Anything else?
You might want to reevaluate that because xenomorphs aren't real. It's probably going to be a person.
No, it's on them.
Yeah,
I am not taking that one in infinite chance, like we talked about. One infinite possibilities. I'm not taking
it's a xenomorph. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not taking the chance that it's the one. All right.
Yeah, dude, I feel the same thing. Like even if like a Pokemon was in my house, I would probably do the same thing, light it up.
I mean, fair.
Yeah,
Pokemon. Yeah, they can do some damage.
exactly. You don't even know.
There's Pokemon that kidnap children.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. No, thank you.
and like burn people alive with molten lava in their minds.
Then there's Psyduck, and we don't want to get into Psyduck.
Fortunately, all of these things exist in fiction. We don't have to worry about them.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool to learn about, though, right?
Yeah.
I think you're surrounded by like some of the most dangerous props in movie history. I think that's is that a mantra you just have to keep telling yourself?
No, I mean, I built most of these, so to me, they're just things. I just see them as objects that are built. But the most dangerous props that have ever been built, I mean, I don't own them. Most of those don't exist anymore. There was, for the movie Virus with Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know if you remember that. Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Sutherland. They built this 11-foot tall, fully hydraulically powered puppet of the thing. I'm trying to remember what it was called. It was a Gladiator or something like that. But it had this blade arm powered by industrial hydraulics that would cut through steel. So they had to make a completely separate prop for the actors to be near, because
why would they do that?
Because they actually had a scene where it cut through metal. So they built the whole thing, and they just sort of built it to the design. They didn't really think about it, if you will. And then when they got it done, they were like, oh, this is dangerous. We should probably build a safer version for actors to be around. So they did. They built a safer version of it. But it was called Goliath. Excuse me. It was called Goliath. But that thing was dismantled after filming was done, and really only pieces of it survived. But at the time, it was this obscenely dangerous thing. But it's not the first time that Hollywood's done that. So, I mean, they used to shoot live rounds at actors, too. So that was... Yeah. That was a thing.
Really? When did they used to do that?
So back in back early days of film, up until about the late 1930s, they had these guys called designated marksmen that were authorized, like legally authorized, to shoot live ammunition around actors, as in they could shoot, the rounds would land near actors for scenes where actors are being shot at. And they would have guys that were experts, if you will, with the use of a Thompson submachine gun, and they would fire live full auto bursts at actors like James Cagney and Errol Flynn, etc. And James Cagney twice was very nearly killed.
Yeah.
And because of that, and a lot of other things that were going on in Hollywood at the time, this Screen Actors Guild formed to protect actors and stuff like this.
That makes sense.
And because at the time, the studio system that existed at the time, actors lived, worked, slept, ate, and breathed by the orders of the studios. They had no control over their own lives. And the Screen Actors Guild formed to end that. And among the things they ended also was the use of live ammunition on set.
Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, because they would have just a bunch of assholes like dead men come on set. Like,
yeah, it did that. A lot of people
fire a bunch of fucking rounds of people just for fun.
Well, they used to. There's a movie that I don't want to say the name of it because it's just a viciously racist film, but they used live artillery against actors because they didn't have the technology at the time to create fake artillery bursts. So they fired live artillery shells at a crowd of actors, and it killed 3 actors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious. You know, hold on. I actually did find a picture of the thing here. That's the robot.
Yeah, that's it there.
Oh, okay.
and this one of these hands, I don't remember which one. It's kind of bladed, and it like opens and everything
And it
else like
shot
that.
out really quickly under hydraulic pressure, and it would cut through metal. So they didn't want actors nearby it. So even the crew didn't get near it.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I always wondered why they had like such far away shots of it. You know what I mean? Like even
They
when
didn't want to
the
get close.
guy with the camera's just like,
This'll do.
fuck that.
Yeah, dude. You don't pay me enough, man.
Yeah.
So let's see. Lemon says, "Who cares if I die? This suit is sick." Grave Robber says there was a similar prop in Silent Hill, the Red Pyramid blade. They actually made one that would cut through the steel door. That is true. They put it on a hinge, I believe it was, to cut and mimic the motion. I heard about this. It's really crazy to do that for a film. And Johnny said, Johnny got his gun. I don't think that's the one
I don't think that's the one either.
that you were talking about, Mike, with the whole artillery thing.
No. This I'm trying. As soon as I said that, the name of it came. It was the first film to ever air at the White House, and it's pretty much it's the film is pretty much telling the story of how wonderful and great the Ku Klux Klan are. Like that's the whole concept of the movie. Birth of a Nation. Thank you. They used live artillery in that.
Birth of a Nation. They use live artillery in Birth of a Nation.
Yeah, and live ammunition when they for the rifles. There were quite a few deaths during the making of that movie, but they could get away with it then because rich people could get away with whatever they wanted. So
I mean, let's look at the context of the movie and what they were trying to push. Does anybody really feel bad?
I feel bad for the actors because the actors didn't deserve that shit. They really didn't. They were actors. They weren't the people that they were portraying.
Granted. No, you're right. You're right. I'm just, I guess I'm just a callous bastard when it comes to that kind of shit. Because I know a lot of the people that were involved in that were part of their own part and parcel party to make that happen, and a lot of them shared the beliefs. And so maybe I'm just lumping everybody in together on that. Maybe.
Well, I can't say either way what their personal beliefs were. I can say that they were extras hired to portray soldiers, and they got killed by artillery that should not have been fired at them.
That sucked. Yeah, no shit. That just shouldn't have happened at all. Yeah.
No, I did when I was studying film, that movie came up a lot, and it came up a lot about the idea of what people believe versus what actors are. You know what I mean? And this movie was one of those, like, except for this one, they were all kind of in on it, and so that's what the history of that movie had been about. And what I was taught, what I'll say, I don't know what's the truth at this point, but what I was taught at the time was that they were all in on it. They all knew what it was going to be and what it was going to portray. So but holy shit. I'm kind of stuck on Goliath. Like that thing. Like now that you said that nobody wanted to get near me, I'm like near the thing. I'm like, that makes so many shots make so much sense, dude.
Look at Saw. A lot of the torture devices used in Saw, they were made to function correctly. They were made to function as portrayed, and the ones that the actors worked with were a safer version of that. But they did make, in some instances, not all of them, hero versions that did work. The reverse bear trap one that went in their mouth and it would spring over. I've held that functional prop. It's all steel. It weighs a ton, and the springs were disengaged on it at the time, but it was made to work. So because they had intended to film a scene where there was a watermelon in it, to demonstrate how it worked. So it had to work. So they made one that functioned, but they the one that twisted the guy's limbs. That was made to work. They would make those things to function correctly.
Wow.
But then they would have the ones the actors interact with are much safer versions.
The ones that they're actually in, obviously, are the Okay.
So you
That's
use
cool to know.
use the term hero prop. You want to go ahead and, just for anybody who's not really in on that, could you explain what that is?
No.
So within the world of prop making, particularly with film, there's a couple of different versions of props, and these are very generalized terms. There's a lot of different little subtext to everything, but you have essentially stunt special effect, and hero props. A stunt prop is something that like a background actor would carry that's usually made out of rubber, or in some cases it's actually made out of cardboard. And it doesn't require a whole lot of detail. It just has to look like a thing from a distance in a background of a shot for a few seconds.
Right.
A special effect prop is a prop that does some sort of special effect, like Freddy's glove when he drags it down a wall and all the sparks come out. That's done by a cable, an electrical cable run through the glove up to the tip attached to a battery so that it sparks. That's a special effect prop.
That's cool. That
A
sounds
hero-
kind of dangerous, not gonna lie.
Well, no, it's done in a safe manner by a stunt actor, so they know exactly what they're doing. It's all set up to be very, very safe.
That's good.
A hero prop is a prop that's seen up close by the camera, so it has to look perfect. And they're only used in close-up shots by lead actors generally, and they have either some functionality or fully functional, and they're highly detailed for the shot. They're also very expensive, so they only ever have a few of them. You'll have 20 stunt props, and you'll only have 2 hero props sometimes, or in some cases, in very rare cases, only 1. But that's what a hero prop is. And within the prop collecting community, the hero props are also the most desirable, and they're also
Obviously,
the most expensive.
Yeah.
I think it was your account that had the Bangalore grenade
Yeah,
from the Fifth Element.
yeah.
I gotta tell you, that thing looks all sorts of fucking dangerous.
Well, the Mangalore grenade itself, the prop, they only made 1 hero of that, which is not typical for production. It still survives. It's in the hand of a private collector. And then they made a couple of stunt versions of it as well. But the explosion itself was not caused by the grenade, obviously, but it was the largest indoor pyrotechnic detonation at that time. Because it was an enormous explosion indoors, which are always dangerous.
Right.
But the one that I have, of course, is just all resin, has no functionality to it whatsoever. But
It just looks dangerous. It
it
looks
does.
like
It absolutely does.
you
It
should
has
put
no
like
safeties on it whatsoever.
not even the sleeve that was like on in the movie.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man,
they like that. So the prop itself, like the one hanging on the guy's belt, that didn't come apart.
right.
It was just held together. It was just one piece. The one that Bruce Willis takes out of the sleeve, if you held that thing upright, it would just fall out of the sleeve. There was nothing holding it in. So, and there's also something most people don't notice is that it's a common theme throughout the Fifth Element that every weapon has a manual. And
Yeah.
you actually see for a split second, Bruce Willis holds the Mangalore grenade up and looks like he's reading something on the side.
Yeah.
They never put it on the prop, but it's supposed to be, there's supposed to be instructions on the side of the weapon. Bringing it to that theme of every weapon has a manual. So that was just another one of the many underlying themes of the Fifth Element that they just kept beating us over the head with.
That's kind of cool, actually. I like
You know,
I love the Fifth. I love the Fifth Element. It's one of my
Same.
favorite
Great,
movies.
great movie. I love
yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Hengel
I mean,
says the
it's
best
just-
race is the Indy 500, and Han Solo and Shrek dress the same. Thank you, Hengel.
Okay.
Good points. Good points. We'll write that down.
Yeah, right.
Are we?
I got it. I got you.
Okay, good. I'm glad you did it.
So I mean, let's okay. So like for me, like I showed, I fall in love with props. I do. I fall in love with the mechanisms and the hero stuff like that. And I promise. So hang on a sec. Hang on.
Oh no! What is he doing?
I think he's getting something.
Oh god!
Looks like Lucille.
Yeah, that is Lucille.
Yep.
Oh god, my headphones folded.
Oh no!
You broke everything.
The cool moment's gone.
Look what you did.
It's ruined.
You've ruined this whole
Back
show.
to one. Back to
Cool
one.
moon-
Doing it
cool
again.
moon.
We're just gonna have to cancel this and come back to it because
Yep.
Dead Man can't figure out his headphones.
Yeah. We'll circle around back to it.
All right, yeah. This is some really good dead air. Fantastic radio.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing in the world. And this is actual real barbed wire. I had it next to my desk one time, and my girlfriend accidentally stepped on it and gouged her ankle with one of the
Oh
barbs.
dear.
Yeah, but I told her, I was like, "That's real. Like this is a real thing. Please be careful around it.
And they make rubber barbed wire that you could
Yeah.
replace that with and
Yeah.
not hurt anybody.
This is part of my home defense.
It would be also really illegal for you to use it.
Yeah, that's a literal weapon, like murder weapon. Like,
Well, it's like driving nails through a baseball bat is also frowned upon if used as home defense. So
yeah.
So I mean, so I got
does that
one of my.
Okay, hold on. I want to talk about that for a second. Would that even work? Like, wouldn't the nails like weaken the bat structurally? Thus, it would crack more easier.
I mean, if you pre-drill the holes, no.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean that's how you keep. That's one method of keeping wood from cracking from nails is pre-drilling the holes.
Yeah.
It
like
works the
drilling through
same
a
with,
hole
with
with
metal
that.
and other fasteners. So
Mm.
I don't know that. Honestly, I don't know that how much effectiveness it would add, considering that a baseball bat to the head is already quite effective. So
Oh no, trust me. When you pick this up, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'2". I'm a large dude.
Mhm.
When you pick this up, this is weight. This
I have no doubt. I have no doubt. But again,
That's
I'm
a lot
not
of
sure how
barbed
much
wire. dude.
effectiveness how much more effectiveness you need besides a baseball bat to the head.
I mean, you get it over as quickly as possible with. You don't want to draw the whole thing out.
Well, baseball bats to the skull tend not to draw things out either.
That's true. They
I-
do damage.
I tell you what, the next time somebody breaks in my house, I will have a control test.
Does it happen often? If it does, you should move.
No, and if
The
it did,
next
I would
time,
stay
right?
there.
The next time that he says,
But no, I wanted to talk about Lucille because I love my Lucille.
Mhm.
I love Lucille. She's like probably one of my favorite props of all time. So, do you have your favorite prop of all time, or if you don't, what is the one that you just really want to get your hands on?
Well, I own a couple versions of my favorite prop of all time, which is the Four Stones from The Fifth Element, and they were the first prop that I ever saw in a movie that I really, really wanted. And I have a version of them that is the sometimes called the weapon version. They're the large scale ones used in the scene where they actually use it as a weapon. And then I have a version of them that are called the Diva Stones, which are the ones that they take out of the singer. They're a smaller version of it that are carried around by Bruce Willis and inside the tuxedo jacket.
Plava Laguna, that was her name.
Plava Laguna. And
so you got those, like the actual ones?
no. The only known surviving set are owned by Luc Besson, the director of the film.
Oh, okay.
And they're in his home in France. So I've never seen an actual set of screen used ones ever for sale. And as most of the props from that movie were destroyed by order of Luc Besson after the filming was done.
Yeah.
I don't know if any others survive. I've never found any reference to any other set surviving. So I believe those may be the only ones, which makes me want them even more.
So you're saying Luc Besson in France? Right.
No, that's public knowledge.
It's been public knowledge for a long time, so I'm not the first.
So about that control test and about those stones you want.
That's unnecessary. I'll wait for them to come up for sale. How about that?
Yeah, I'll wait for them to go on.
Oh, it's they're gonna come up real quick. Don't you worry about it. But anyways, so so the fifth element stones. I remember the gimmicked ones, the gag ones, the ones that open up are. I think those are the ones he owns, right?
His as I understand it, his are the static weapon versions. They're not the non-opening ones, because there was only one built that opened, and then they just refilmed it for different scenes.
Oh,
and then they had there was only one that mechanically functioned.
Yeah.
And then they had others that were static open, because you only ever see the one open at a time, and then it shifts around and they're all open already. So they only needed to make the one mechanical one. I don't know if that survives. I mean, there's so little information about it.
I know we're dropping in France, boys. That's what Grave Robert says, and he gave me the Rick Grimes. Fuck you, Hengel, for giving me the Rick Grimes, you piece of shit.
So, would you say that The Fifth Element is your most favorite movie of all time, or
as far as sci-fi films go, it's one of them. I have a lot of less traditional films that I would consider to be my favorite films of all time. The African Queen with Humphrey Bogart.
Nice.
Jinnah with Christopher Lee, which is about the foundation of Pakistan. It's one of the best movies. In his opinion, it was his favorite film to ever make. And to me, it's one of the best acted films I've ever watched. And then A la Triste with Viggo Mortensen is a Spanish language film that I absolutely love. Just to me, everything about it is just right. It's just right for a film.
Nice.
But as far as like my popcorn muncher films go, The Fifth Element is right there at the top of the list.
Okay.
It's just an enjoyable film. For
Funnily
horror,
enough, I've seen all those films.
yeah, for horror, The Thing, 1982, Ju-on by Takashi Miike. It's just that's my film. The film that I
there's
love run the
just
gamut.
too many. There's just too many.
Yeah, there's so many movies to love and to watch. Of course, there's probably one out there that I have never seen that would be even more amazing to me, but just don't have the time to see them all, sadly.
Yeah,
That's very true. Yes, movies do take up time.
They do.
yeah, and I just finished Squid Games.
I
today.
really enjoyed Squid Games.
Dude, Squid Game is so good. Yeah.
I was sort of disappointed at the end with the old man.
Why?
Because I didn't want it to go that route, but I kind of knew halfway through that it was kind of gonna.
Yeah, it's heavily hinted at, right?
Yeah, it's very heavily hinted at, and then when you go back and watch it a second time,
yeah,
more
dude.
obvious.
The second watch through of that show is like, oh fuck, I should have seen,
yeah,
damn it.
absolutely. And that was my only misgiving with it, was the final scene with the old man, that he was still alive. I really was sort of disappointed in that part a little bit, but it fit with the story, and the rest of it was magnificent. I really liked that. All the actors in that were brilliant.
Oh my god, they're so good, right?
Yeah, they were so good at it. Yeah, their
so
characters
good.
were wonderful.
I mean, for
and they're
me,
all so nice, and they're all so nice. Like, they're all such nice people. Like, all of them, all the actors are so cool.
Yeah.
Lester, pull your mic closer, dude. You gotta.
Oh,
He's gone.
what the fuck just happened?
Weeping Angel got him.
I guess, dude. Oh my god.
He's straight up disappeared.
Yep.
Oh, he's back. Did you die?
I scratched my nose and I went to go touch my mouse, and I just literally just backhanded my entire mouse, and it hit me back right out of the show.
Did you have
Nice.
a muscle spasm? Is that what happened?
A little bit, probably. I'm gonna put my mouse over there now.
Dude, what the fuck? You were talking and then you were gone. That's
Yeah,
funny.
I was telling you to pull your mic closer because you got low audio right now.
Hold on. Is that better right there?
Yes, much better.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm an
Okay.
audiophile. So
Shut up.
I mean, so like horror movies. I mean, we talk about The Thing and how much just practicality went into the thing, and I have a big soft spot for remakes. So, what did you think of the prequel that released about 6 or 7 years ago?
2011.
11
when it came out. Yeah.
A decade ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, it's been that long.
We're getting old, boys. We're
so-
getting old.
The Thing from 2011 to me is one of the most obvious cases against the overuse of CGI. When that movie was made,
Yes.
they had planned out and orchestrated and executed these absolutely beautiful practical effects that were going to be enhanced by CGI, which is what CGI should be doing. It should be enhancing practical effects.
Absolutely.
Because we as humans can tell when something is not real. But when you enhance something real with CGI, it helps us get into the story more. It helps us become more involved, and it's more immersive to us. With 2011's The Thing, the movie was done, and they were in the editing process when the studio stepped in and said, overlay all the practical effects with CGI. And we all saw the result. It was terrible.
It was.
Because the story was great. The acting was spot on. The problem was the effects. The CGI ruined it. And the makers of the film were infuriated by it because they didn't find out until almost the night of the premiere that it had been done. And you can see in interviews that were done during the premiere with the showrunners, the creators of the film, how furious they were that had been done. and they were doing their best to not say anything, but they just couldn't hide it, and it ruined the look of the film because
I believe so as well.
it was a perfect bookend. It was a perfect
Mhm.
prequel bookend
Mm-hmm.
to 1982's The Thing because they match up just right, and
Yeah.
it's fantastic. But it suffered from the CGI and the marketing was terrible.
Yeah, the
Yes.
marketing. I remember it was awful. Yeah,
How many people have you talked to that call it a remake?
Everybody.
a lot of people.
Because
Everybody.
they marketed it so poorly that people thought it was a remake, and that's on the studios. That's a massive failure on the studios for a lot of things, which could have been an amazing addition to the Thing mythos, and possibly even spawned a third movie.
Which would have been awesome.
Make it a fucking trilogy, dude.
Yeah,
So,
based on the video game that came out in 2002.
Yes.
There's a Thing video game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a Thing video game that came out for PS2, I think, in 2004, 2002 or 2004, and it's extremely good.
Dude, I gotta get a ROM. I gotta get a ROM. Do it, yeah.
I got it.
It's well worth the playthrough, just because it is considered to be by John Carpenter the sequel to The Thing. Like
The
it
video
is.
game is the sequel.
Yeah,
Yes.
he considered it to be the sequel. He loved the story. He actually helped write it. He actually voiced a character in it, and then the character McCready comes back in it. So it's a bit of a spoiler there. I apologize, but
God
don't
damn
worry.
it! God damn
Oh,
it, dude!
it's 2002,
Dude,
Mustard.
You're gonna fucking ruin the game for me that came out 19
sorry,
years
I
ago.
ruined a 20-year-old game. My
19
apologies.
years? Damn it, man! I'm just kidding.
Disgusting that's a 20-year-old game already.
I think
Yeah.
I think they should do a remake of it because it was a good game.
I'd like to see him do that, but if they could, I mean, hopefully the graphics would be better because the graphics were dreadful on that game. But it was 2002. What do you expect?
A remaster? Yeah.
Let's see. I'm just trying to get some gameplay here.
Of The Thing, 2002.
Yes. All right. So hang on here.
So, is there a version of The Thing from 2011 without the overlay, or is that just what we have now?
There apparently is, but it's rumored at least. But I don't know if it will ever be released.
Mm-hmm.
The game had this really amazing like trust and paranoia system. It was really intuitive. It was the gameplay was just fun.
Look at that.
But the graphics were, by
Or
today's
2002.
standards, obviously quite wonky. And of course, everything has exploding barrels in it because that makes sense.
Because video games.
Yeah, absolutely, video games. I think this is the scene where you get attacked by a bunch of spider heads.
I think so.
Yeah.
So obviously it multiplied and grew and.
Yeah, I don't want to go through the storyline for people that haven't played it who are now just discovering it because a lot of people are just now discovering this game. But it takes part of the game takes place at the Arctic Research Station from 1982's The Thing, and then there's a separate station that it takes place at as well, and The Thing is spread, and yeah, it's quite a bit of fun.
Nice. There they are. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah. Miss Faye says
2002.
her favorite game is the 2002 game, so she gets it. And Hengel says it looks very Siphon Filter. That's the same system, Hengel.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it is.
So yeah, and it is a fun little romp. And there's more spider heads right there.
Ooh.
It is a fun little romp. In case you do have an emulator.
Oh,
or
dude, I'm
anything else.
gonna ROM the shit out of that one when this is done.
Well, gentlemen, unfortunately, I have to get going. I apologize. I didn't know how long this was going to run for.
No, that's no problem at all.
No problem at all.
But I really appreciate you having me on. I really do.
Thank you for being on.
No,
Appreciate your time.
coming on. Just tell everybody where to find you, how to get a hold of you, or what you're doing, and we'll plug everything in the comments.
I can be found on any social media at Props to History. I have my own podcast, the Prop History Podcast, where myself and another prop maker discuss the history of filmmaking and props through the eyes all the people behind the scenes. And then you can find my website and the stuff that I make at mts-props.com.
Cool. Nice. Hell yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much
Have
for
a
being
good day.
on.
Yeah, have a good. Cheers.
You too. Bye bye.
Later.
That was fun.
That was super fun, dude.
I can't do it. I can't walk into a Terminator.
Like I said, dude, I get high too often to just casually walk by that, dude. Like be like walking by.
Ow!
No.
I'm telling you, dude. Like every day, dude. I'd be fucking walking on my coffee, fucking 5:30.
That's another call of the police.
Fuck yeah, it's me. I know.
Your fucking neighbors hate you, man.
Yeah, I gotta call all my neighbors. Dude, I'm sorry. The Terminator thing. Yes, I'll pay for it. Fuck.
Yep.
Oh man, that's just that's really cool though, man. Like how
yeah.
I really wanted to get him on. Really wanted to talk to him.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished, man. Really cool guy. Hopefully,
He is a cool guy. He seems really funny too. Like he's just a nice person, nice guy.
I think I don't think he wanted to go into such dark humor as you and I are capable of, but that's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm gonna play that video game, dude.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun. It's
I'm
so
gonna
much
rob
fun.
the fuck out of that, dude. I'm gonna do it.
But so what? We forgot to
go.
wrap
I
up.
have to go here in a bit, actually. Yeah.
All right.
What? No, I just gotta have a COVID test at 2:15.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to see if I didn't know he was going to dip out on me. Let's see. So yeah, I finished Squid Game. Like,
And then what you think, buddy? Huh?
I
Quick wrap up. Hurry up! I gotta get going.
I didn't see who won winning. I thought it was going to be the other guy. And then I've seen a lot of articles and I've seen like a lot of little thought pieces like, oh, who won Squid Game shouldn't have won. It should have been this other character. And I'm like, no, what point does that make?
No, because if you notice, Kyon is the only one that didn't make enemies. He's the only one that wasn't really like he has like such a different like mentality and nature going through the entire game than the other people.
Yeah.
He
doesn't want to hurt anybody, and I kind of
he wouldn't lose his humanity over this money, and everybody else in the fucking room would.
Absolutely threw it away like without a second thought.
So I think that's kind of the lesson in the whole show is like you can always want something and go for it and try hard for it, but don't ever lose yourself or who you are, like
yeah.
And it'll reward you in the end. Maybe that's the.
I like the idea that he's at the bank, at the end of the show, and he's like, "Can I borrow some money?" And
Yeah. The guy's like, yeah.
I guess
10,000 won is like $20, right?
Yeah, it's like $20
it's
or so.
It's like
$20.
Yeah, it's like $20. So you just here to 20. Go for it, man.
So yeah, I literally haven't finished the last couple of
So
minutes.
they wanted to make him a VIP though. Did you notice that? That's kind of a thing. That's like a thing.
They bring him back. Yeah, they bring him back around.
Yeah.
To be like, well, you got all this money. You want to make some more.
Did with the cop's brother. It's the same fucking thing. He won. So they came back around and they were like, you want it? Hey.
We'll pay a lot of fucking money. A lot of fucking money. So I
think Gion's focused on like taking them down. Like he really wants them to fucking get taken down. Like that's the whole determination at the very last scene where they're just like, shut up and get on the plane, bitch. And he's like, no, motherfucker. Like I'm on my way, bitch.
I'm coming for you. I am a little bit disappointed that the cop thing didn't go anywhere.
I don't know that though.
There is a season 2 that has been
confirmed, but not even like wrote or filmed
written,
or anything.
Nothing. Yeah. There's been nothing, and we don't even know if the original guy is going to be on.
Nope, don't know that either.
So, I don't know.
But I'm pretty
just-
sure with because like the one thing that I noticed about the people that were involved in this project, because that's really what it was. That's what they all call it. They don't really call it a series or a film or whatever. They call it a project. That's what they call
Yeah.
it. And what I noticed is like they're all very passionate. Like all the actors, all the production people. Like even though everybody's dead now, it's a passion piece. So
Right.
I feel like we're probably gonna get more of it, and hopefully.
I'm hoping for it, but at the same time, I'm kind of not. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah, because the actors and characters that were portrayed in this go through were actually really, 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 really significant and like very just cool. Like I
part
don't
of
know.
the story.
Yeah.
You know, like the there was actually an article I read that said,
Thank you for the luck. I do have to go though now.
all right, yeah, go ahead. I'm
That's
gonna, I guess, carry the show for now.
Unless you want to just wait until I get back. I mean, it might not take that long. I mean, I'll probably be back for the post show, if anything.
Oh, I'm still gonna. We still got another hour to run. So
Another hour? Okay, well then I'll be back. Come on. All right.
hurry the fuck up.
All right, later.
All right, it's just me then. I tell you what, folks. I mean, I hate doing single shows, but let's do let's check out some previews because we did have a couple of previews come out. We got the first look at the Flash movie, and we got the first look at Black Adam. So you guys want to take a look at that shit? So let's see. Oh, okay. So we do have here Black Adam. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first teaser of this.
I've never seen the likes of it before.
That's Dr. Fate.
Having done James Bond for 10 years, 4 films, nothing compares to this.
I play Hawkman.
Yeah, we are going to see
Cyclone.
Hawkman and Cyclone.
Atom Smasher.
Dr. Fate,
Fuck you, Dr. Fate.
leading the whole charge, is Dwayne Johnson.
He's more brutal, uncompromising, fueled by the depths of his pain. He's Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Let's watch Joy's World Tour until it doesn't gross you out anymore. No, thank you.
Hey, DC Fandom, and hello to everyone watching.
I guess not. that was cringe. I wanted to actually see something cool, but the main trailer from the Batman also dropped. So let's go ahead and take a look at this because I've heard that this is really cool, and we're gonna actually see some really neat old school Batman aesthetics going on. So let's check this out, guys.
Police! Hands up!
And we know this is Riddler.
Stay still! Get out of here!
That was Edward Nygma.
Fear is a tool. When that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning.
We got a bulletproof suit and a bat teaser. Holy shit! Okay.
I've been trying to reach you.
About your car's extended quarantine.
This is a powder keg, and Riddler's the match.
I can take care of myself.
Selena Kyle.
If this continues, it won't be long before
The
you have
Penguin.
nothing left. I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different.
It's Gotham,
Who are
bro.
you
It's always
over there?
cloudy. Look at that. Look at that. Ah,
I'm vengeance.
that looks sick.
What's black and blue and dead all over?
Wow, we're just like, what? We're just watching the fucking movie at this point, guys.
I got you! I got you!
Well, holy shit! All right, you know I wasn't in before because of Pattinson, but I have to. I kind of have to eat my words on that. Now that looks pretty fucking sick. Whether it's gonna hold up, that's what I would do. Whether it's gonna hold up or not, I mean, it's gonna be kind of amazing. But wow, yeah, we got a bulletproof Batman. We got year one scars. We got year one villains. This is all kind of it's all kind of really, it's all cool. It's all culminating. Kurt Cobain, that Batman. I guess. But we also have the teaser for the Flash from the DC fandom. So let's go ahead and take a look at this as well. This is something I'm looking forward to because
Greetings, DC fandom and domers. Ezra Miller here, live from the set of The Flash. It looks like this. We're very excited to show you the movie, and we can't yet because we're still making it. We wanted to show you a teaser, but we can't because we don't have enough material to make a teaser yet. We can't make a trailer, but we do have this small sneak peek that my maestro Andy and I have put together that we really hope you'll enjoy. And I will see you in theaters later next year, or more importantly, you will see me.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere you want, right?
that's Michael Keaton's Batman.
Any timeline, any universe. Why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
So that's Barry's mom.
Future. And you change the past.
And the 89 Batman.
Are you in?
Look at that. Oh, it's the Batmobile. It's the fucking Batmobile. It's the 89 Batmobile. Look at that. That was cool as fuck. Let's see. I don't know, man. I'm actually pretty tired of comic book movies. So I mean, like, comic book movies and everything else, they're kind of the standard right now. Like, I'm kind of tired of them as well. However, when you look at what's being offered out there in theaters versus streaming services and like anything like that, really, there's no real reason to go to the cinema right now. There's no reason to go to the theater. I mean, Lofus and I, when he was here visiting me from a birthday, we went to go see the new James Bond, and I know not a lot of people like James Bond or not aren't a fan of the whole espionage thing, but I liked it. I liked it a lot, and it ended very Ian Fleming, the way Ian Fleming would have ended it, because the ending of that makes way for a lot of new things to happen. And we also know that the 007 role is already going to be recast within the next year. So there's some controversy that came out about it, like they're like, oh well, did what's his name actually say that a woman shouldn't play 007? So let's see. Just a second. I know. I guess we'll go to the New York Post then. So Daniel Craig believes James Bond should not be a woman. Daniel Craig believes would rather see the sky fall than watch James Bond be played by a woman. Now, all of this is being taken out of context, and I kind of don't like the way that they've worded this headline. Let's just see what he says. The former on-screen Bond thinks there are better parts for women to play rather than James Bond. Quote, why should a woman play James Bond when there should be a part just as good as James Bond but for a woman? Daniel Craig said. His statement comes this week before the release of the subsequent Bond film No Time to Die, which will premiere on my birthday, October 8th. His comments echo those of the franchise's producers, Barbara Broccoli. Not broccoli, but Broccoli. Trust me, I read that and I was like, this woman's name is Broccoli. She told Variety that in 2020, James Bond can be of any color, but he is a male. She added that she would rather write new characters specifically for women rather than make the icon lead a woman. And a lot of people took this kind of like, oh, fucking Daniel Craig's being misogynistic. He's being disingenuous. He's not trying to make room for POCs or anything else like that. And a lot of people took this whole thing as a detriment on his character rather than saying, why the fuck does James Bond have to be changed when we can have a new character like Miles Morales is to Spider-Man? 007 is a transferable title. He even says it in the movie. It's just a title. It's just numbers. See, like the shit like this is what I don't like. Daniel Craig, a former Bond actor, said there is no room for women to play the role, that new characters should be written for them instead. That is a gross misstatement of what he said and what everybody else is saying. I don't like that at all. I believe we should be creating new characters for women, strong female characters, said the showrunner. I'm not particularly interested in taking a male character and having a woman play it. I think women are far more interesting than that. So this is the new 007 who's in the movie, and she does have the call sign 007, and it's really good. And once again, it's just the idea that it's a transferable title. Lashana Lynch is the face of the movie, saying that she'll take over, but we don't know yet. In No Time to Die, the West London actress playing an MI6 agent named Nomi, according to The Guardian, with rumors speculating she will inherit the 007 title from Bond. Yes, she is a 00. She is a 007. So I guess fucking spoiler or whatever. No, dude, like this whole fucking idea that, oh well, what he says is misogynistic, and it's like, no, dude, it's the same thing like we discussed on this fucking show: tokenism versus representation. Taking a character, flipping their gender, flipping their race, just to do something is tokenism. It's not representation. The idea that a woman who was not named James Bond or any iteration of a female version of James Bond playing a 007, that's representation. But I mean, the idea that fucking, it must be James Bond, and it must be a person of color, and it must be a female. No. No. That's stupid. I don't like it, and I don't like and I don't like the idea that they're trying to twist these people's words into this shit, and I find it disingenuous. I think all these creators are correct, and they should have a Miles Morales type and that kind of a turn, rather than just trying to appease the situation or trying to make something else of it. You know what I mean? Like when they were talking about recasting Clark Kent as a person of color, a black person of color, and everybody was like, no, you can't change it. And it's like Superman's established. We know who Superman is. We don't need to turn him black, or we don't need to turn him into a female to change what Superman represents. Rather than that, why don't you concentrate on one of the other Supermen that is black, or that is a woman, or that has contributed as much to DC as the original Clark Kent. So that's that's kind of like where I'm going with all of that. But speaking of Clark Kent and all of that, I don't know if you guys heard, but the new Superman is coming out as bisexual. And everybody's losing their fucking mind. Oh, of course. Hold on a sec. Got the Zoom on the wrong fucking browser. So everybody's losing their mind about this. And once again, this is all just a clickbait fucking headline. The new Superman comes out as bisexual. Oh my God. Except it's not Clark Kent. So many people are going, why are you changing Clark? Why does Clark have to be gay now? Why does he have to be bisexual? And it's like, no, dude, no, it's not Clark fucking Kent. It's his son. John Kent, son of Clark and Lois Lane. So let's go ahead and just take a look at this, because so many people are pissed about this, and I love it. I just love the idea that this is pissing off so many fucking people who have never had an idea of how many comic book characters out there are already bisexual, or already gay, or already pansexual, or non-binary. Like, so many of this has existed for so fucking long, and now they're just losing their minds because of the brand Superman. Like, get fucked, bro. So Superman's done a lot since he first appeared in the comics 80 years ago. That's right, in the 30s. Almost. He saved the world from more than a few times. He's died and came back to life, which was bullshit. He dodged punches from Muhammad Ali and even faced off against white supremacists. Yeah. Until last year, though, every comic iteration of Superman has been bespotted with a longtime love, Lois Lane. Because it was Clark fucking Kent. You see what I'm talking about? Like, not to mention all the, like, remember Infinite Earths? In the DC fucking timeline, there was literally infinite Earths in which there were several Supermen that were gay and female and all this other shit. One of these dipshits had an issue with Harley Quinn being bisexual. Says Hengel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what the fuck like these people are thinking. It's like it's stupid, bro. It's stupid. And the idea that they're trying to, like, oh my God, they're changing so many of these. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. In this upcoming issue of the new Superman series, they don't even name the fucking comic. They're just spewing this fucking bullshit. The Man of Steel enters into a new queer relationship. The 5th issue of the series here. Finally, we get a fucking title. What the fuck is going on here? No. Stop.
So take this. Today is National.
Shut up, Don. Nope. I don't want you there either. Superman, Son of Kal-El. That's the name of the fucking comic. Son of Kal-El. We'll confirm that the new Superman, John Kent, child of Clark and Lois, is bisexual after falling for Jay Nakamura, a male reporter. The Superman, Son of Kal-El series. Why couldn't they start this fucking article with that sentence? The Superman, Son of Kal-El series follows John Kent, child of Clark and Lois Lane, as he becomes Earth's new Superman and grapples with the immense weight of his new gig. Nakamura, a dispatched writer with a bubblegum pink mop, first appeared in the series' 3rd issue as a shoulder for Kent to lean on when the business of being Superman gets too rough. And there they are. Like, what the fuck? What's the? That doesn't even look like Clark. I don't get it. I don't get it. The in a forthcoming 5th issue, Kent falls for the journalist. He is his father's son, after all, and he mentally and physically burns out from trying to save everyone that he can, according to DC. The particulars of the issue's plot are to be revealed in November, but images from the comic show Kent and Nakamura sharing a kiss atop a building, their legs dangling off the edge. Yeah. I just... and I like... there have been so many LGBT people in DC Comics and Marvel, by the way, that this doesn't register on my radar. You know what I mean? Like oh, John Kent is bisexual. Cool. So is Tim Drake, one of the fucking Robins, Nightwing. There's so many of them. Like Martian Manhunter is essentially pan, but that's a whole different other thing. I just it even says here. It even says Tim Drake, one of the many Robins, accepted a date from a male admirer. He's been bisexual for years, literal years. Batwoman was also bisexual. Yeah. Harley Quinn. Thank you, Hengel. Yeah. NPR's... What? The queering of characters like Robin and Superman is progress, but because the characters who come out are not canonically iterations of heroes, Drake isn't the only Robin in the universe, and John Kent's father will always be the best known Superman. The plot developments aren't significant or genre shifting, they seem, said Weldon. Weldon, a bisexual Superman, said a bisexual Superman and queer Robin are both worth celebrating. They're not one-dimensional villain or side characters who are quickly killed off, but the heroes of their own stories. Yes, dude. Like Tim Drake, it's Tim fucking Drake. It's Nightwing. Like if they write about fucking comic books and they're trying to say, oh well, yeah, they wrote about Nightwing being bisexual. And we have John Kent being bisexual, but it's not really enough when we have this other long list of LGBT representation. And I'm just maybe I'm just too old. Maybe I've been to comic books too long. But this fucking idea, it's ridiculous to me. And I mean, whatever. I mean, like, Who the fuck does it affect if Superman is bisexual or whatever? I mean, really, does it affect you guys? Do you guys really even give a fuck if the new Superman, John Kent, is bisexual? Does it really affect you in any way? I mean, and there are so many people losing their fucking mind a bit about it. So much so, sorry for the dead air, I had to read that. So much so that Dean Cain, one of the former actors to play fucking Superman, he was a shitty Superman, by the way, has come out and called it bandwagoning. And yeah, hold on, let's take a look at that. I hate Fox News, but whatever.
Massive attempt to control every aspect. It is another example.
Live. Great to see you as always, my friend. What do you make of this latest government overreach?
Well, I think it's exactly what it is. Another example, insane and impossible to know.
With his male best friend, just 2 months, and son of Clark Kent and Lois. The day after this story broke, DC Comics revealing the superhero son of Clark Kent and Lois Lane will start a romance with his male best friend just 2 months after Robin came out as bisexual, of course, in the Batman series. Here's the headline. John Kent finds his identity in Superman. Son of Kal-El, Earth's new Superman, comes out as bisexual. Available at comic book shop.
See, that's the proper way to do a headline. John Kent finds his identity on Superman, son of Kal-El. That's how you do a fucking headline. That's DC's own headline. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. That's DC's very own headline. That's how you do it, though.
Of course, in the Batman series. Here's the headline. John Kent finds his identity in Superman.
You see how clearly they define that? How clearly it's John Kent, not Clark Kent,
November 9th.
Son of Kal-El. It's all in the title.
Having actually been Clark Kent. What's your reaction?
Look, it's hard for me to keep track of all the different Supermen and the different worlds and adventures that he has in the comics.
Yeah, he sucked, by the way.
But what from I can gather, it's Lois and Clark's son, John. And I don't think they said it's bold and it's and a bold new direction. I say they're bandwagoning. You know, a Robin of Batman and Robin, as you mentioned, just came out as bi or gay recently, and honestly, who's really shocked about that one? I had some thoughts about that a long time ago. But the new Captain America is gay. My daughter in Supergirl, where I played the father, she was gay. So I don't think it's bold or brave or some crazy new direction. If they had done this 20 years ago, perhaps that would have been bold and brave. But brave would be having him, fighting for the rights of gay people in Iran, or they'll throw you off a building for the offense of being gay. They're talking about him fighting, real world problems like climate change, the deportation of refugees, and he'll be dating a hacktivist, whatever a hacktivist is. I don't know. But, why don't they have him fight the injustices that created the refugees whose deportation he's protesting? That would be brave.
So in other words, this guy has no fucking opinion on it.
Women to attend
and
school
he's
and have the ability to work and live and divert all by men under the new warm and fuzzy Taliban. That would be brave. There's real evil in this world today, real corruption and government overreach, plenty of things to fight against, human trafficking, real actual slavery going on. It'd be brave to tackle those issues, shine a light on those issues. As far as, I'd like to see the character doing that. I read that comic. This one, I don't think I'll be reading. I could just watch CNN or MSNBC to get this information.
Yeah, it's bravery for the left. It's not bravery for the world. And Superman used to fight all injustice. Like you said, there's a lot of injustice, including against gay individuals, that needs to be rectified. Yet Superman's not focused on that right now. Probably should be. Dean.
Probably should be. Yes, because you know what a god has to deal with? The mundane problems of everybody else. Not like there's fucking supervillains or anything else that exist in that world. Not as if there's god tier characters that could end our existence with a blink of a fucking eye. No, that's what he should be really fucking focusing on. Immigration and all the petty bullshit that we have to deal with as human beings. That's what we should be focusing Clark Kent on as Superman. Get absolutely fucked, you idiot. Oh my god. Yeah, this guy was Clark in 1993. Like like outdated ass motherfucker, dude. Like it's just, and he sucked too. Like that's the worst part, right? I can't get over just how much he sucked as Superman. Like he was one of the worst ones. I don't know, man. Like that water bottle crush was loud as shit. Sorry, I thought I pushed the microphone far away enough. I'm just like, you people are fucked. This whole fucking thing, like, who cares, bro? Tim Drake has been bisexual for fucking years. I like how they were like, oh, he recently came out. It's like, no, we've known about this for a long fucking time. I'm just, you know, it's just when a mantis shrimp punches a human. All right, we're watching that in the post show. Anyways, god damn it, man. It was just, I am just I'm kind of blown away. You know what I mean? I'm kind of blown away by the idea that there's still these people that freak out about a comic book hero becoming gay, or that is gay, or whatever. Like, you've never fucking known this shit before. Like these characters have been gay. Like, and people have been gay in comic books for so fucking long, and the reason you've never had a big fit about it was because there has being gay has never been their one personality trait. Oh, well, what do you know about this character? They're gay. Well, what do they do? Don't know. It's just it pisses me off, and it angers me because it's just like, if this was a new thing, I'd understand. I would completely understand. You know what I mean? I would understand, like, if this was a new thing, like this just started happening. Like, oh, we're barely starting to see these kinds of things happen. But we're not. We're not. Like, this has been around for years and years and years. But just moving the fuck on from that, because like even the new Venom movie, right? Like, so many people have watched it and just gone like, oh my god, that is one of the gayest movies I've ever seen, and it's so gay, it's really gay, and it's like, dude, what the what do you mean, dude? Like, they've been complaining about this. I'm not joking. I'm like, let's look up an article real quick. So yeah, let's just look. I'm just gonna share the screen with you guys. Look at all of these. Is Venom gay? It's gonna become an LGBT cult film. Is it really a gay story? Andy Serkis, the director, says that he is a gay. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, if you don't know the relationship between Eddie Brock and Venom, like, don't speak on it, dude. Hangul, what did you send me? They're dead links, bro. They don't go anywhere. And like, so if you don't understand, Let There Be Carnage will be the LGBTQIA coming out movie? What? So let's delete this shit. It's not just Venom. Every hero ever is gay, LGBT, properly so. And I can prove it too. All right. So now I'm curious. Angle the links you sent me lead to nothing, Bubba. I am not a spider. Oh, well, one of them worked. Well, no, trying again. Oh, okay. I see him. Yeah, they finally went through. Well, I can't watch some of these on the main show, but let's finish this shit. So this is a review by James Murphy. Has 589 views. Look, Andy Serkis and Tom Hardy did a bit of provocative publicity by implying Venom is a bit sexually ambiguous in persuasion. What? That analogy is apt, given that the symbiote creature lives 24/7 with a bloke that can shift its sex if it bonds elsewhere and survives based on adaptation. So what? Indeed, I find it hilarious that people would object to this theory, given it makes logical sense. Yet nobody, maybe except me, thinks it a bit odd that what might pass as PG-13 12A movie, 12A is the European version of PG-13, will feature a serial killer biting the hero and performing what looks to be a voodoo ritual in church. I guess I got to see the movie. But anyways, my point is, let's just save time. Let's out every single movie hero I can possibly think of from the top of my head, thereby preemptively striking on both filmmakers and critics of the future and wind up both alt-right and extreme left. Here we go. And in no particular order, all of these characters are in fact gay. I don't know what. Citizen Kane. Keep saying Rosebud because he just wants to settle down and decorate his mansion with a nicer shade of flower. Likes extravagant gestures. Massive fan of musical theater. Gay. I don't know. This is like satire, or this is he's trying to be satire. I don't understand this. Rick from Casablanca. His bar is secretly a gay bar, hence lots of camp Nazis like it there. Ran away with a woman in Gay Paris. It's Gay Paris. Walks off at the end with a guy. Ergo, he is gay. I think he's just trying to. Really, bro? He's trying to imply that Indy Jones is gay. He invaded a charming girl's advances in the Temple of Doom because he would rather face a lava pit than act actual sexual stuff with a woman. She even has to call herself Willie. Jones is very close to Marcus Brody. They only have eyes for each other. They're gay. What the fuck is this? Skyfall. What? Okay. Neo. Batman. Wolverine. Yeah. All right. So let's just see what this wrap up here is. Enough of okay, that's enough for now. NB filed under satire and not homophobic. Either if you have a problem with these characters being gay, then maybe you two are in fact, well, gay. It's all good. Great heroes transcend sexuality and trends that define society and movement marketing. Endure it in any event, gay, straight, or bi. I have zero interest in Venom 2 due to the reservations I cited at the start of this piece. Shame, I loved the first film. What this guy said nothing. He made fun of gay stereotypes and this was just stupid. This was a waste of fucking time. This was dumb. Yeah, but
oh, my headphones are off. Hold on. All right. Hey, what up?
We watched some trailers, and now we're talking about the idea that people were pissed off that John Kent is bisexual.
Who's John Kent?
Clark Kent's son.
Who gives a fuck, man?
Yeah, well, there's a huge outlet. There's a huge backlash to it, and I was just talking about how even then you got things like people calling Venom 2 gay.
Why is it gay? What?
Because yeah, look at the article. Look at the article titles.
Carnage is gay.
Yeah, look at this.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
You've seen it, right?
No, not. Wait, you've seen what?
Venom 2?
No. I haven't
Oh,
gone out
that's-
to the fucking theaters. No.
Yeah. So apparently a lot of people
that.
are saying
Have
that
you?
this is I went to go see James Bond.
Ew. No, have you seen Venom 2?
No, I have not.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of people
You
are
have the
just saying
Modelo
that
virus? No, I just got tested. I don't know yet.
he just got stabbed.
Yeah, I've been getting stabbed a lot lately.
Stabbed in the brain. Yeah, so like there's all these articles about just LGBT heroes and stuff, and I was just talking about like this shit has been happening for years. Like since the beginning of the comic books, there's been gay comics, there's been gay characters. Tim Drake has been bisexual for fucking years.
There's a Captain America that's gay.
Yeah, even Steve, his whole sexuality is ambiguous.
It's ambiguous, yeah. It really is.
So
is Loki's. Even Owen Wilson in Loki asks him any princes or princesses that fancied your favor, and then Loki says, "Yeah, a bit of both here and there."
bit of both.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so
So it's like, who cares at this point? Like, who gives a fuck? Plus, Loki's a shapeshifter. He could be whatever the fuck he wants.
quite literally, yeah.
His gender is literally non-conforming in the most literal sense it can be.
So yeah, I'm just so fucking tired of. And then I played an interview with that idiot that played Superman in 1993, and he was like, "Oh, they're bandwagoning. They're bandwagoning." What?
Bandwagoning what?
The idea that Clark that John Kent is gay or bisexual rather, and that they're bandwagoning, and that he shouldn't be dealing with the crisis of everyday life and stuff. He should be dealing with, go to Pakistan and fix the problem of gays being assaulted there. And it's like, you have no fucking clue what you're talking about, dude. You fucking idiot.
It's like I don't know. Let's just make a fucking superhero at this point, just called Super Gay Man, dude, and like just have him take care of only gay issues that gay people have, right?
I mean, and
would that make everybody? Would that make everybody happy, or would that just make more problems?
I'm pretty sure it would just make more problems. And we did watch the new Flash trailer also.
Okay, was it good? Any good? Anything? Good.
We have two Flashes and the '89 Batman and a Supergirl in the background.
Well, that's not good.
Well, it's
Well, that's not
Flashpoint. It's Flashpoint. Like we're gonna get a whole
Flashpoint, not Flash. You said
well,
Flash
movie. Yeah, it is a Flash movie, but it's based on Flashpoint.
Oh God! So are we gonna get Negan as Batman?
We might actually. We have confirmation. You want to just watch the trailer again?
No, that's okay. We don't have to do that.
Okay.
You sounded excited to do that.
I was.
No. Okay, fine. Let's watch it again. Fine. Okay, fine.
Hold on, let me
Twist
find it
your
again.
arm about it.
I liked it. So it's a teaser. It's a teaser trailer. It's a teaser trailer, so it's really short, but we have a lot of images in it. So hold on, find it back again.
A new trailer for the Batman just came out too.
Well, we watched that one too.
Is it good? Any good? Good.
It's pretty fucking good. It's pretty fucking good. I don't mind watching it again.
Robert Pattinson's doing good.
He's doing work, bro.
Yeah.
To show you a teaser, but that my maestro Andy and I have put together that we really hope you'll enjoy. And I will see you in theaters
Ezra
later
Miller?
next year, or
That's
more
Ezra.
importantly, you will see me.
Why is he wearing a collar?
I said the exact same thing.
What the fuck is that outfit, man? Is he gay too?
Tell me something.
So that's
You can
two
go
Flashes.
Anywhere you want, right?
Listen to the voice.
Any timeline, and the universe. Why do you want to stay and fight to save this one? You change the future, and you change the past.
Oh shit!
Are you in?
What car is it?
Holy! Is that the fucking Batmobile from the old school one? Like the one that's in GTA?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, what did you think, man? Like a little teaser trailer. Like I said, it's really short, but
When's it coming out?
next year.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I'm excited.
We do have Ben Affleck. We do have Michael Keaton back as 89 Batman. That's the voice you heard.
Yeah, that was Keaton. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So I don't know, man. We might see we might see the Nightmare Bat with Thomas Wayne.
Keaton. I love that guy so much.
Just creep, right?
Yeah, stop. Don't get me started.
All right. And we'll take a I really think you're gonna appreciate the new Batman trailer. That's why I don't mind watching it again.
Okay.
I really think you're gonna like this. So I'm just gonna shut up.
I'm not really the biggest fan of Batman, you know.
Boys, hands up!
Watch.
Ow. Ow. Are you eating on the fucking show, bro? Yeah. All right. We got
It's a tool.
Jim Carrey.
When that light hits the sky, it's not just a call.
Oh.
It's a warning.
Ah.
I've been trying to reach you.
Find the gun!
This is a powder keg, and Ritter's the match.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left. I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
I'm vengeance.
Yo, hey, our stream's pause it. Our stream's banned.
Our stream is banned?
Yeah.
What happened?
We got taken down for policy violation, apparently.
Oh man, that's funny. Oh, come on, really?
Yeah, they took us down, dude. Somebody literally came and took us down.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gone. It's fucking gone. Yep. Stream is suspended for policy violations.
Where are you seeing this? I'm not able to grab it.
Just go to fucking YouTube, click on
Stream
our channel.
unavailable.
Yeah.
Suspended for policy violations. Wow.
There you go.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so nobody's watching us right now then.
Well, I guess in that case, we can just end the fucking show. Hold on a sec.
Wow.
Let's see. Because here it says like we are live and everything, but
Yeah, but if you try to watch it on YouTube,
yeah, your stream has been temporarily suspended. Hold on, I'm trying to fix this.
can you share what you're seeing right now?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and just end the show here.
Okay.
So thank you everybody for watching. This really sucks. Thanks to Props to History.
Yeah.
For coming on, and hopefully you guys will finish this with the audio version. Oh, that sucks.